Amber Heard net worth and financial status are a bit of a mess these days would be somewhat of an understatement, with the explosive 6-week trial between Amber Heard and her ex-husband Johnny Depp coming to a somewhat startling conclusion on June 1, 2022. Heard's finances took a massive hit when she was found guilty of defamation and ordered to hand over $10.4 million to Depp.
Amber Heard's net worth is negative $6 million. To have a net worth in the negatives isn't something you see every day, and there are a number of different things that contributed to this number.
For starters, it's not like Amber Heard was tearing it up at the box office or on the small screen. But she wasn't suffering either, and it was the trial versus her ex-husband that brought all her net worth earnings to light. According to testimony given at the Depp versus Heard trial, between 2013 and 2019, Heard earned a pre-tax income of $10 million. This amount came from multiple sources of income, from movie and TV salaries to her endorsements. 2019 was Heard's highest earning year when she brought in around $3 million. From this perspective, Amber Heard's net worth had been on the rise.
Trial testimony showed that Amber Heard was on a 4-picture deal with Warner Brothers that paid her $450,000 for the first of those 4 films. Amber Heard's salary related to her net worth increased to $1 million when she went to work on the first Aquaman film. Her contract then guaranteed her a $2 million payday for the Aquaman sequel, and if there was going to be a third Aquaman film, she would be guaranteed $3 to $4 million. For the Aquaman franchise, Amber Heard's net worth was going in the correct direction.
Amber Heard also had some television money that contributed to her net worth. She was recently seen in the TV remake of Stephen King's The Stand. The series was 9 episodes, and Heard earned $200,000 per episode, for a grand total payday of $1.8 million. On top of that, the Depp versus Heard trial testimony also showed that Amber Heard was working on a 2-year L'Oreal contract that was paying her $1.65 for a guaranteed 20 days of Heard's time. At face value, it would appear that Amber Heard isn't doing too bad when it comes to her professional earnings. By all accounts, she shouldn't have any complaints other than trying to negotiate larger paydays for her film projects.
But then there is that little issue of being found guilty of defamation and, to date, the judge in the case not allowing her and her legal team to file an appeal. The judge awarded Johnny Depp $15 million in damages. $10 million of that comes from compensatory damages, with the additional $5 million stemming from punitive damages. Because of Virginia law that caps punitive damages, the $5 million was immediately dropped down to $350,000.
This has set Amber Heard back a whopping $10.35 million. It should be noted, though, that she was also awarded $2 million in the case, so her actual payment to Johnny Depp amounts to $8.35 million. It is now reported that her new net worth sits at -$6 million. Thank you so much for your support. Please don't forget to subscribe.